As you age past 60, your body's needs change dramatically. Metabolism slows, digestion becomes less efficient, and chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis can creep in if you're not careful. The foods you eat play a massive role in either supporting your vitality or silently undermining your health. Today, we're diving deep into the dangerous foods you must avoid after 60 to stay healthy and strong. These are everyday items that might seem harmless, but can wreak havoc on your body over time. We'll also share practical alternatives to keep you thriving well into your golden years. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits, processed sugars. Found in sodas, candies, cakes, and even sneaky places like flavored yogurts or breakfast cereals. Processed sugars are a major threat after 60. Why? They spike your blood sugar, leading to insulin resistance, which is a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Over time, this can also strain your heart and increase inflammation, worsening conditions like arthritis. Studies show that excessive sugar intake is linked to a 38% higher risk of heart disease in older adults. Even worse, sugar accelerates aging by damaging collagen in your skin, making you look and feel older than you are. What can you do instead? Swap processed sugars for natural sweeteners like stevia or small amounts of raw honey. Fresh fruits like berries or apples can satisfy your sweet tooth while providing fiber and antioxidants. For example, a cup of blueberries has only 15 grams of natural sugar but packs 4 grams of fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar. Aim to keep added sugars below 20 grams per day, as recommended by the American Heart Association for women, and 36 grams for men. Next up is trans fats, often hiding in fried foods, margarine, packaged baked bowl goods, and fast food. These artificial fats raise your bad cholesterol, LDL, while lowering your good cholesterol, HDL. This is a recipe for clogged arteries and heart attacks, especially after 60 when your cardiovascular system is already under more strain. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that a 2% increase in trans fat intake raises heart disease risk by 25%. Trans fats also promote inflammation, which can exacerbate joint pain and other age-related aches. To avoid trans fats, check food labels for partially hydrogenated oils, a key indicator. Instead of fried foods, opt for baked or grilled options. Use heart-healthy fats like olive oil or avocado oil for cooking. For example, drizzling olive oil over a salad with leafy greens and nuts provides omega-3s and vitamin E, both of which support brain and heart health. Snack on raw nuts or seeds instead of chips, and always choose whole unprocessed foods when possible. Now, let's talk about refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, and pastries. These foods break down quickly into sugar in your body, causing the same blood sugar spikes as sweets. Over time, this can lead to weight gain, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. A 2020 study in the journal Neurology linked high consumption of refined carbs to a 30% increased risk of dementia in older adults. Refined carbs also lack fiber, which is critical for digestion and preventing constipation. A common issue after 60. The solution? Switch to whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, or oats. These are rich in fiber, which slows digestion and keeps you full longer. For instance, a bowl of oatmeal with chia seeds and fruit for breakfast provides 8 grams of fiber and sustained energy. If you love pasta, try lentil or chickpea-based versions, which have more protein and fiber. Aim for at least 25-30 grams of fiber daily to support gut health and lower cholesterol. Sodium is another silent danger, especially in processed and restaurant foods. Think canned soups, deli meats, frozen dinners, and even seemingly healthy options like salad dressings. High sodium intake raises blood pressure, putting strain on your heart and kidneys. After 60, your kidneys are less efficient at filtering sodium, increasing the risk of hypertension. The CDC reports that 70% of adults over 60 have high blood pressure, and excessive sodium is a major driver. To cut back, cook at home more often, and flavor dishes with herbs, spices, or lemon juice instead of salt. When buying packaged foods, choose low-sodium versions with less than 140 milligrams per serving. For example, instead of canned soup, make a batch of vegetable soup with fresh ingredients. Potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and spinach can also counteract sodium's effects by relaxing blood vessels. Aim for 3,000 milligrams of potassium daily while keeping sodium below 2,300 milligrams. Let's move on to processed meats, like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli slices. These are loaded with sodium, preservatives, and saturated fats, all of which increase your risk of heart disease and cancer. The World Health Organization classifies processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, meaning they're proven to cause colorectal cancer. For older adults, the high sodium and fat content also strains the heart and digestive system, while nitrates in these meats can trigger inflammation. Instead, choose lean proteins like grilled chicken, turkey, or fish. Fatty fish like salmon or mackerel are especially great because they're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and support brain health. Plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, or tofu are also excellent, providing fiber and antioxidants. For example, a black bean and quinoa salad with avocado is a nutrient-packed meal that's easy on your system. Aim for 46 to 56 grams of protein daily, depending on your weight and activity level. Alcohol deserves a mention too. While a glass of red wine might have heart-healthy antioxidants, excessive alcohol is a major risk after 60. It dehydrates you, strains your liver, and can interfere with medications, a big concern for older adults. Heavy drinking also increases the risk of falls, cognitive decline, and certain cancers. A 21 study in The Lancet found that even moderate drinking raises the risk of brain shrinkage in people over 60. If you drink, stick to 1 glass per day for women or 2 for men, as per CDC guidelines. Better yet, try non-alcoholic options like sparkling water with a splash of fruit juice or herbal teas. Green tea, for instance, is rich in catechins, which support heart health and reduce inflammation. Hydration is key after 60, so aim for 8-10 cups of water daily, more if you're active. Another food to watch out for is artificial sweeteners, often found in diet sodas, sugar-free candies, and low-calorie snacks. While they might seem like a healthy choice, studies suggest they can disrupt your gut microbiome, leading to digestive issues and even weight gain. Some sweeteners, like aspartame, have also been linked to headaches and mood changes in older adults. A 2019 study in the journal Nutrients found that artificial sweeteners may increase cravings for sugary foods, undermining your health goals. Instead, use small amounts of natural sweeteners or rely on the natural sweetness of fruits. If you're craving a fizzy drink, try kombucha or infused water with cucumber and mint. These options support gut health and keep you hydrated without the risks. Focus on whole foods to retrain your taste buds away from overly sweet flavors. Let's not forget about high-mercury fish, like tuna, swordfish, and shark. While fish is generally healthy, these species can accumulate mercury, which is toxic to your nervous system. After 60, your body is less able to detoxify heavy metals, increasing the risk of cognitive decline and nerve damage. A 2020 study in Environmental Health Perspectives linked high mercury exposure to a 15% increased risk of neurological issues in older adults. Stick to low-mercury fish like salmon, sardines, or cod, which are rich in omega-3s without the risks. Aim for 2 servings of fish per week, as recommended by the American Heart Association. If you're not a fish fan, walnuts or flax seeds are great plant-based sources of omega-3s. Always check the source of your fish to ensure it's sustainably caught and low in contaminants. Deep-fried foods like French fries, donuts, and fried chicken are another no-go. The high levels of unhealthy fats and calories contribute to obesity, heart disease, and inflammation. Frying also produces compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGs, which accelerate aging and damage tissues. A 2018 study in the British Medical Journal found that frequent consumption of fried foods increases mortality risk by 13% in older adults. Opt for baking, steaming, or air frying instead. For example, air-fried sweet potato fries with a sprinkle of rosemary are crispy and delicious without the harmful fats. Use spices to add flavor without calories, and prioritize vegetables as the star of your plate. A diet rich in colorful veggies like broccoli, carrots, and bell peppers provides antioxidants that fight aging and disease. Finally, let's address sugary coffee drinks and energy drinks. Those fancy lattes, fraps, and canned energy boosters are loaded with sugar, artificial flavors, and caffeine, which can spike your blood pressure and disrupt sleep. Poor sleep and high blood pressure are major risk factors for heart disease and cognitive decline after 60. A 2022 study in sleep medicine found that excessive caffeine worsens sleep quality in older adults, leading to fatigue and mood issues. Switch to black coffee or tea with a splash of milk or a plant-based alternative. If you need a boost, a small cup of green tea provides gentle caffeine plus antioxidants. For flavor, add a pinch of cinnamon or vanilla extract instead of syrups. Limit caffeine to 200 milligrams per day, about 2 cups of coffee, to protect your heart and sleep. Now, let's talk about how to put all this into action. First, plan your meals ahead of time. A weekly meal plan helps you avoid impulse buys like processed snacks or fast food. Focus on a Mediterranean-style diet, which emphasizes whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. Research shows this diet reduces heart disease risk by 25% in older adults. A sample day might include oatmeal with berries for breakfast, grilled chicken salad with olive oil dressing for lunch, and baked salmon with quinoa and steamed broccoli for dinner. Snack on nuts or Greek yogurt with fruit. Second, read labels religiously. Look for low sodium, no trans fats, and minimal added sugars. If a product has more than 5 ingredients, especially ones you can't pronounce, it's probably not a good choice. Stick to the perimeter of the grocery store, where fresh produce, meats, and dairy are usually found. Third, stay hydrated. Dehydration is a common issue after 60 and can worsen fatigue, constipation, and kidney function. Carry a reusable water bottle and sip throughout the day. Infuse your water with lemon or berries for a flavor if plain water feels boring. Fourth, listen to your body. As you age, you might develop sensitivities to certain foods, like dairy or gluten. If you notice bloating, fatigue, or discomfort after eating, keep a food diary to pinpoint triggers. Consult a doctor or dietitian to adjust your diet safely. Fifth, move your body daily. Diet is only half the equation. Regular exercise, like walking, yoga, or strength training, helps your body process nutrients better and reduces chronic disease risk. A 2021 study in The Lancet found that 150 minutes of weekly exercise cuts mortality risk by 20% in people over 60. Pair your healthy diet with movement to maximize benefits. Let's address some common myths. Some people think that after 60, it's too late to change your diet. That's simply not true. A 2019 study in the Journal of Gerontology showed that adopting a healthier diet in your 60s can extend life expectancy by up to 8 years. Every small change counts, whether it's cutting out soda or adding more vegetables. Another myth is that all fats are bad. In reality, healthy fats like those in avocados, nuts, and olive oil are essential for brain health and hormone balance. The key is moderation. About 20-35% of your daily calories should come from fats, mostly unsaturated ones. Some also believe that supplements can replace a healthy diet. While supplements like vitamin D or calcium might be necessary, especially if you're deficient, they can't undo the damage of a poor diet. Whole foods provide a complex mix of nutrients that pills can't replicate. Always consult your doctor before starting supplements to avoid interactions with medications. Let's talk about budget-friendly ways to eat healthier. Fresh produce can be expensive, but frozen fruits and vegetables are just as nutritious and often cheaper. Buy in bulk for staples like oats, beans, and rice. Farmers markets or local co-ops can offer deals on fresh produce. Growing your own herbs or vegetables, even in a small pot, can save money and add flavor to your meals. If you're dining out, make smart choices. Ask for sauces on the side, choose grilled or steamed dishes, and skip the bread basket. Share oversized portions with a friend or take half home for later. Restaurants often overuse salt and unhealthy fats, so limit eating out to once or twice a week. Let's explore the role of gut health. After 60, your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria in your digestive system, plays a huge role in immunity, mood, and digestion. Processed foods, sugars, and artificial sweeteners disrupt this balance, leading to inflammation and disease. To support your gut, eat probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kefir, or sauerkraut, and prebiotic foods like garlic, onions, and bananas. A 2020 study in gut microbes found that a diverse gut microbiome lowers the risk of chronic diseases in older adults. Sleep is another critical factor. Poor diet choices, like sugary or caffeinated drinks, can disrupt sleep, which affects everything from your mood to your heart health. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep nightly. Create a bedtime routine. Avoid screens an hour before bed, and steer clear of heavy meals or alcohol late at night. Let's touch on mental health. Eating well isn't just about your body, it's about your mind. Nutrient-dense foods like leafy greens, berries, and fatty fish support cognitive function and reduce depression risk. A 2022 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who followed a nutrient-rich diet had a 15% lower risk of cognitive decline. Stay socially active too. Share meals with friends or family to boost your mood and motivation. If you're overwhelmed, start small. Replace one unhealthy food each week. For example, swap soda for sparkling water or white bread for whole grain. Over time, these changes add up. Track your progress with a journal or app to stay motivated. Celebrate milestones, like lowering your blood pressure or having more energy. Let's wrap up with a quick recap. Avoid processed sugars, trans fats, refined carbs, high sodium foods, processed meats, excessive alcohol, artificial sweeteners, high mercury fish, deep fried foods, and sugary coffee or energy drinks. Instead, focus on whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. Plan your meals, read labels, stay hydrated, move daily, and listen to your body. These steps will help you stay healthy, strong, and vibrant well past 60. Your health is in your hands. Every bite you take is a choice to either nourish your body or harm it. Choose wisely, and you'll not only live longer, but feel better every single day. Stay tuned for more tips on thriving in your golden years. And let's keep the journey to health going strong.